guys ready?
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Just a second.
Yeah. Anybody need a white nose? Everyone's good?
Hold on, Sheriff.
Okay, sure.
With the white balance.
Hey man, we've done it a few times. Done it a few times. Oh yeah. Grizzy, yes. Good. Everyone ready?
Good.
All right.
Okay. Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, here, East Harris County on Normandy Street. Earlier this evening, we know that there was a vehicle crash that occurred on Federal, not too far from this location. One of the persons, we believe the striking vehicle, fled that scene in this direction and eventually came to a stop in the parking lot immediately behind me. We believe two of the vehicles that were involved in the initial crash followed the suspect vehicle here. Upon arriving here, one of the occupants in the vehicle exited and began approaching the suspect vehicle. Someone in that suspect vehicle opened fire. We don't know how many shots were fired, but he did strike one Hispanic male, aged 21 years old. I'm told that he was going to be celebrating another birthday, his 22nd birthday here very soon. But he was gunned down here at the location in the parking lot and sadly lost his life here at the location. So he has been pronounced deceased at this location. The suspect fled the location, unknown direction. We're still trying to confirm the vehicle. We want to make sure we get correct information out. But we're going to be see the location for any possible witnesses, maybe other vehicles that may have seen what happened, and then obviously cameras from maybe some of the area businesses. But at this point, the suspects did flee, and we ask anyone that may have any information to please call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS, and our condolences go out to the family that's grieving out here. Understandably, again, their relative was going to be celebrating a birthday soon, and this is just a tragic situation that happened here this evening.
So just for clarity, the person that you guys are looking for that fled the scene was the shooter, the suspected shooter?
We don't know who else was in the vehicle, so I don't know if like it was a driver or an occupant, but somebody in that vehicle allegedly opened fire upon the males that were pursuing and had arrived here at this location. So we don't know who in the vehicle, if it was the driver, who else was in that vehicle, but that'll be part of our investigation.
So you're sure there was more than one person in that vehicle?
It appears there was more than one. Again, that'll be part of our follow-up just to tighten up those details. But we believe it was at minimum obviously one person, but it could have been multiple persons. So we don't know exactly who fired the shot from that vehicle, but we ask anybody that has information to please give us a call.
So the person who fled the scene left in a vehicle, or
in a vehicle? Yeah, that vehicle is no longer. I don't have that yet. Our team has some preliminary information, but they want to make sure they're getting correct information before we're on a wild goose hunt chasing a vehicle that's incorrect. But we'll get that out as soon as we get confirmation.
And this victim, was the victim by himself, driving by himself?
I'm told he was a passenger with someone else. I don't know if he may have been with maybe a parent or somebody, but he exited the vehicle. He was an occupant, I'm told, of one of the vehicles involved in the original crash when he exited to kind of confront the person that was the alleged suspect in the crash, and so that's when things unfolded after that.
So all three of these cars, no one knew each other prior to this.
We don't know if they knew each other, other than just that there was a crash. I don't have any reason to believe there was any connection between them, other than just they were connected by the crash itself. And so two of the vehicles are here. The others fled in the scene in some type of passenger vehicle.
So only the passenger or the vehicle that left was the suspect or suspects?
Correct. Yeah, everybody else here was contained. There was two vehicles involved in that crash. They both followed that initial vehicle to this location. Two of the vehicles are here. The suspect vehicle that they were following initially after someone in that vehicle fired shots, they fled the location.
Have you been able to get any cooperation from people near the scene?
We're working on that right now. We're trying to get information we can. We are getting some level of cooperation. Again, in the chaos, just want to commend our team out here. We were told it was very chaotic with a lot of people ascending here on the scene and multiple vehicles involved and obviously someone injured. and they obviously secured the scene pretty well, even though there's a lot of onlookers and people and now grieving family members that are here as well. And it's tough balancing. Obviously, what we have that empathy and sympathy for the family, but at the same time, we have to process the scene.
Do you have a message to the community right now? This is an awful situation. It started off with just a vehicle striking another vehicle, and then it ended in somebody dying.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, awful situation for it to go down this way. Obviously, at a personal level, as a human being, you understand, hey, somebody's fleeing the scene. I want to get a plate number. I want to get some information. And, people are tired of being victimized, and whether it be, personal property or other things. And we understand that frustration. But also, it's important just to use, your due diligence and be safe, because other people get hurt. And nowadays, it just seems everybody's armed with a pistol, and they're quick to use it. We talk a lot about road rage incidents and things like that, and this transpired very quickly. There's multiple people ascending on the scene, and somebody decided to use violence, obviously, and was armed with a pistol, and somebody lost their lives. So just to use caution out there. I know that it's important to want to find out what happened, but at the same time, just give us a call, give us the best description you can, and hopefully we could identify who fled the scene of the crash, and that would have been the extent of it. But don't want to say any more than that right now, because I know the families are grieving, and it's easy to Monday morning quarterback at this point. But obviously, it's best to just call us or call the authorities and just report it by phone, give that plate number, description, and let us try to locate the vehicle.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you. Anyone doing Spanish? Or?
Okay, thank you.
How long do you
Hey, let me speak. This is your girl Grizzy. I'm still here at 700 block of Normandy. The next light is a different one, but the light after is Woodforest. This is the scene of a fatal shooting, folks. Search for a suspect is underway. What started off as a hit and run accident, then the party that was struck went to follow after the striking vehicle, the hit and run car, and somebody from the striking vehicle opened fire on the victim car. So yeah, it was a hit and run. The people followed the driver that fled the scene, and someone from the striking vehicle opened fire and shot a young man who was about to be 22. A male victim at the scene. His family's out here. We have a crowd on the other side. Media had to come over on this side, respectively, and everything. Yes. And people are so fed up, like this happens a lot. Like we got hit and run drivers and all kinds of stuff. Somebody's calling out to Grizzy. I don't know who's doing that. I think it's from the other side. I don't know. If you're yelling out to me, message me. And I'll see you right now. Yeah, we've got homicide detectives on the scene. Harris County Sheriff's Office. Precinct 3 constable deputies. Sherman Eagleton's guys are out here. Oh. Shot fired somewhere off in the distance. Yeah. That sounded like a gun to me. Not a firecracker. Shot fired next street over. I don't think they know about this scene right now. Let them F around and find out. Alright, let me look this way. Yep, he was about to, 21-year-old, about to be 22, was struck by someone in a hit and run vehicle. There was an accident. One party fled the scene. The other party followed the hit and run driver to this location that you guys see here. And when they caught up to them, somebody from the hit and run driver's car, we don't know if it's the driver that shot or somebody, an occupant inside the car, shot towards the people that were following them, trying to get information. Be very safe when you find yourselves in these situations, friends. Just get the plates and get a picture and let it go. It's not worth it, man. Look what happened trying to get people to do the right thing, and people just are so evil. So evil. This is evil. Prayers for that family over there, friends. Prayers for them. They lost a son. Somebody lost a son tonight to senselessness. And I hope the penalty, I hope they catch them, and I hope they're punished like severe. Can somebody put a description? I'm able to pin stuff now. Can somebody put a description for us? Oh, man. This is the 700 block of Normandy near Woodforest. Woodforest would be the next major street. I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm standing so y'all can see real quick. Qué lástima. Aquí alguien falleció. Estamos aquí en la Normandy, cerca de la Woodforest, enfrente de una llantera, donde hubo un accidente. Un carro se fugó de la escena, hubo accidentes, se fugaron. La gente víctima se fueron detrás de ellos a agarrar placas o respuesta o algo. Los persiguieron, y cuando llegaron aquí, alguien avalió a una de las personas en el carro. Y esa persona falleció. Un muchacho, un joven de 21 años, iba a cumplir 22. Está la familia de ellos aquí. Y él falleció aquí en esta escena. Están los sheriffs, los constables también están aquí investigando. Okay, so this is Normandy near La Rochelle Drive. La Rochelle Drive. Let me show you guys. Let me take this off. Estaban tratando de pelarse de un accidente y los siguieron, y los que causaron el accidente avaliaron el carro y alguien murió. I'm trying to edit. I'm gonna post some other footage that we got from earlier. If you missed it, I'm so sorry. We can't repeat ourselves over and over. It's almost impossible. You guys can either read the comments, scroll through, you'll get your answers to all your questions that you guys are repeating, and we just can't. I'm so sorry. Prayers for the family. We're on the east side. This is East Harris County, 700 block of Normandy near Woodforest. 2 parties were involved in a vehicular crash. 1 driver fled the scene. The fleeing suspect was followed to this location that you guys see here. The suspect allegedly, possibly somebody from the car, we don't know who, but somebody from the suspect car shot one of the persons in the other vehicle that was following. A young man was pronounced deceased, and they're looking for the suspects or suspect. There were more than one person in the car. All right. All right, there you go. We pinned it. We pinned it. And that was from our sheriff. We heard from the sheriff. I'm going to start the video over. We got media out here working also this scene. Got homicide. The victim is deceased here at the scene. Grizzy live here with the Hood News. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, folks. Please be safe if you are out and about. These things shouldn't happen. Hey, pray every time you get behind the wheel, man. Serious. Every time you get behind the wheel, just say a prayer. Oh, then we got one of the family members. I'm trying not to point the camera at her. Oh man, we got people crying. Hold on, friends. Let me back away. There's family members. Pray for that family, man. Their whole world's upside down tonight. Pray for them. To hear a man crying is, man, heartbreaking. That's hard. To hear a mother crying, oh my God. And we heard all of that tonight. Senseless, unnecessary. Now we need to find out who this person is, what caused them to do all this stuff. Like, it's got to be a super criminal, y'all. This ain't no regular, nah. This is somebody really bad. This is somebody really, really bad. Didn't want to have to pull over or exchange info or have cops involved. Now we need to know more. Who is this person? Are they out on bond? Do they have a warrant for their arrest? What's going on with this person? It's so scary, man. Now I have to have a conversation with my daughter. You know, I've got a daughter, a young daughter. She's in her 20s. Now I have to tell her, hey, baby, somebody hits your car and they don't want to cooperate or get out or help or whatever. Just let them be. Sad but true. Get full coverage insurance. Talk to your children, people. Just, you know, it's just aggravating. We're tired. We're tired of this. I know. You guys send me, you know, hit and run accidents all the time. I parked way over there. So yeah, if you're trying to get through Normandy, you'll only be able to go through towards I-10. You won't be able to go towards Woodforest. Prayers that this person is caught. Prayers they are arrested. 21-year-old, about to be 22, taken tonight. All right, so we got crime scene unit on the scene, folks. They just arrived. That is so horrible, man. Horrible. If you're asking a million times what's going on, what's the location, read the caption. It's pinned to the comment. If you don't know what that is, you need Facebook tutorials. I'm sorry. It's in the description, yo. The caption's at the bottom, right there. It's at the bottom. You don't see it? Ooh, ay, Dios mío. Look up, Google it. What is a pinned comment? We ain't gonna teach you how to use Facebook, man. Sorry. And if you don't like my response, it's called Hood News. You can unfollow. Real easy. Just ignore them. Don't even say nothing, friend. If people are asking over and over what happened, ignore them. We're going to start ignoring folks. Because y'all do really... Some of y'all are very kind and always explain... No, y'all ain't got to do all that. Y'all ain't got to do all that. Karma, man. All right, so our crime scene unit just arrived. I'm sure there's going to be another one or maybe two because this is an extensive crime scene. We're not sure how many shots were fired, but we know that somebody, they shot, man. The victim is still at the scene too. I don't know if they're in the ambulance or if they're in the vehicle. I'm about to post some more footage from earlier. I'll put it together. That's our sheriff, Ed Gonzalez, right there. He just spoke to us. Once I leave this video, you'll be able to start it over and you'll hear from him what happened if you choose to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dip. It's your girl, Grizzy. Prayers for this young man. Hit and run. Hit and run. That's like a common sad thing. Like, people are not going to pull over if there's an accident. 9 times out of 10. There's so many hit and run accidents. This one turned very deadly. We've got an innocent person deceased. Reporting live here on the east side off of Normandy, right before La Rochelle, before Woodforest. Between Woodforest and I-10, this is where we're at on Normandy Street. 700 block of Normandy. Harris County Sheriff's Office and Precinct 3 constable deputies responded to reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they found a deceased male. Turns out that they were involved in a hit and run accident. The victim's party, that car, followed after the hit and run people. Someone from the hit and run people's car shot towards this victim's car. And he's deceased at the scene. Suspect, there is a search underway for them. Very tragic tonight. Prayers. Prayers. Back to you, friends.